Hi class, this is Miss Low. Okay, today we're going to talk about we're going to talk about systems of equations with graphing. All right, and today is our first day of virtual learning, week 1, day 1, guided notes. If you have been practicing all this through our remind, you kind of know that we covered pretty much a lot of basics. Okay, system of equations with graphing. Our objectives, I can identify the solution from graph of system of equation, and I can graph linear equations given. Okay, so what you need is that prior knowledge that we require is you have to identify or find the slope in the equation. Don't forget, our slope from the graph will be rise over run. That's an easier way, all right? And rise will be going up. Run is from left or right. Okay, the second will be I can identify or I can find the y-intercept in the equation, which is our b. Okay, next, vocabulary. What is a system of linear equation? A system, if you're only one equation, is not make it a system. It has to be two or more equations. All right, the solution to system of equations. When we're talking about solution, it's the answer. All right, so there are actually three types of solutions. We're gonna talk about that. All right, let's move on. How many solutions? Are you looking at this one? The first chart, the first graph, you'll see there's only one solution. How do you know? Okay, previously we mentioned, did you see this green linear equation? And this orange one, the gold one? All right, they intersect right here, just one time. So it's one solution. Let's see the second one. Oh yeah, one solution you can also say is consistent. All right. The second one, no solution. It's obviously, do they intersect each other? No. Did you see the slope? The slope of this, the golden line, and the slope of the green line, they have the same slope. What does that mean? That means they tilted the same degree. They tilted the same. Okay, so what I was saying is, did you see when you find the slope, you just look at just look at these two lines. They tilted exactly the same angles. They will never intersect each other. They will never hit each other. Graph number 3, you will see this is infinitely many. The answer will be, oh, see that? They overlap every single solutions, see? Which means everywhere you point to is the solution. So it has infinitely many solutions. Okay, now let's move on to the next. We can find the solution to a system of equation by graphing the equations. All right, let's do this with the following system of equations. Usually, don't forget, systems of equations we'll see it at least it takes two, more than two, all right? Of course, not more than two to tango, but two to tango. But anyway, so y equals 1/2 x plus 3. That is one equation. Y equals x plus 1. That is the second equation. Both of them 2. So it takes 2. All right. So first, let's graph this first equation. Look, to graph the first equation, you have to identify the y-intercept, which is on the y-axis, 3. Then this is the slope, 1/2. So let's look. Okay, y-intercept right here at this point. And then the slope is 1/2. Since it's 1/2, we'll count up 1/2, 1, 2. So this golden line is this equation, y equals 1/2, x plus 3. Ring the bell? Okay, that's a review part, okay, from a couple weeks ago, couple months ago. Hopefully the memory is all coming back. And next, let's see. Now let's graph the second equation, y equals x plus 1. Okay, first we need to identify the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 1, which is the y-axis, 1. Okay, we mark 1 right here. It's y-intercept. From here, we are going to find our slope. Our slope, x. I didn't see the slope. There's no number. What's going on? Guys, do you still remember? It actually is 1. If there's no, it's 1. Invisible 1. Which means 1/1. So you will go up 1/1. Okay? So this is our second equation. Now, we'll see. Did you see? Are you looking at this graph? Exactly 1 point intersect, which means there's a 1 solution. This is the solution to the system of the equation right here, 4, 5. Don't forget, system of equation, solution for the system of equation, it has to be an order pair. Okay, so you will have 2 numbers. The first is our x value. The second is our y value. Okay, so which 4? Come on, 5. All right. Next one. To make sense, because every point on the gold line is a solution to the equation, and every point on the green line is the solution to y equals x plus 1. So only 1 point that's the solution to both equations is the point of intersection. So we have to find, whenever we look at this intersection, this is the solution. Okay, how do we know it's the solution? How do you know? Okay, that's why we need to check the solution. How do we check? Let's use the substitution method. Okay, x equals 4, y equals 5. How do I know? For x before y alphabetically. Okay, so you will plug into these 2 functions, these 2 equations, and with x equals 4 and y equals 5. Okay, so wherever you see x, no longer x, you plug in as 4, and y you plug in as 5. Is it true? So half of a 4 is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. That's right. So it's correct. Yes. So nice. We're really smart. Okay, the second equation, let's plug in x as 4 and y as 5. All right, x is 4 and y is 5. Let's check. 5 equals 4 plus 1. 5 equals 5. Yes. Nice. 4, come on, 5 is indeed a solution. Okay, guys, this video is less than 10 minutes, and let's finish strong. And we have more assignments and also quizzes for you to evaluate. Okay, your understanding. Please email me, call me, and I will tutor you one-on-one. And whenever you're available, I will be available for you if you have any part that is confusing to you. All right, happy learning.